Notre Dame is number one.
Notre Dame with a miracle win.
He's going in. Notre Dame has scored.
Backstage on South Beach before the Notre Dame pep rally, joined by Super Bowl champion, All-American, College Football Hall of Famer Joe Theismann. Joe, you were in a situation, your last game playing the number one team in the nation, undefeated, Texas Longhorns, back in the Cotton Bowl. You led the Irish to the upset.
Well, we, back in 1970 when we played Texas, we had played them the year before, and they were, they were undefeated, went on to be national champs. And when we were given the option to have a chance to be able to go and play them again, we took the advantage of the opportunity to play the number one team in the nation. And I wound up being the runner-up to the Heisman Trophy, very similar, as you say, to what Manti is through. We won. So I feel very, very good about Monday night's football game. It's a football team that no one's ever really given a lot of respect to. Certainly in the beginning of the year, nobody gave any credit to the University of Notre Dame. And now here we are standing right on the edge of one of the greatest accomplishments any college team could have.
You know, as a Super Bowl champion, this is basically the Super Bowl of college football. What kind of advice can you give to the Notre Dame team? How should they approach it coming out of that locker room on Monday night?
I think it reminds me an awful lot of the 1982 Super Bowl 17 team that I had a chance to be a part of with the Washington Redskins. We were so young, had never been there. We didn't know what to be afraid of. We didn't know what we didn't know. And it's a great saying as far as I'm concerned when you think about, well, what do you have to fear? We really don't have to fear anything simply because we've never been here. I think Alabama sort of has a lot more pressure on them because they're defending champs. They're the ones that people are looking at. They're the ones that have been here a multitude of times. Well, we haven't, but we know we can play with anybody. This football team, I think, found itself in Norman, Oklahoma. I think from a fan base, everybody said, well, we really run the ball well. We really play good defense, but can we throw the football around? We're a complete football team, and the coaching staff and these players deserve an awful lot of credit. I've been staying at their hotel, having a chance to visit with some of the players and the coaches, and everybody feels very positive about what this football team has a chance to do.
Joe, last question. At the USC game, you were on the sideline, perhaps the most excited alum on the sideline out there. How excited are you personally for this game Monday night?
I'm a wreck. I really am. I mean, I've been fortunate to play in a lot of big games in my life, and been very blessed from a competitive standpoint to be in certain environments. But the worst thing about being where I am and where Mike Golick is and Coach Holtz and so many of us that care so much about the University of Notre Dame, we can't do anything about it. All we can do is stand and watch. So now I get the real appreciation for what the fans are going through when they sit in the stands and they root their hearts out and they cheer so hard, and all of a sudden you get disappointed. It's such a letdown. I'm not expecting to be let down on Monday night. I expect that same kind of excitement and enthusiasm and energy that was on the football team at USC to be here as it was 45 days ago. I can tell you, when I walked into that locker room after we clinched the number one spot and had a right to play for the title, the energy, the excitement, and I just couldn't contain myself. I had a camera, so you couldn't see me crying, but I did.
Joe, thanks for taking the time out.
Thanks,
Have a great time this
you
weekend.
bet.